Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hunters and honeys, it's your boy, Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, aka Eugene Dig Douglas the Third. Here we are again with another whoa, what was I gonna say? I think I was gonna say Modern Warfare. Wow, haven't said that in years. Anyway, we're back here with another Monster Hunter gameplay. This one is it's a pretty dope hunt. I mean, I really like this monster. It's the I don't know. I swear they're deliberately making these names harder for me to pronounce on purpose. But we've just been calling this thing the Manticore. Okay, it's like Teostra, Teotrsa or some shit like that. I don't know. Whatever. It's a dope monster. Let's put it like that. He's nice. He's real nice. He's real nice. Anyway. This guy, he's an Elder Dragon. I totally forgot that he was an Elder Dragon, because actually he's not a new monster. He's a monster who was already in the series from before, but I've actually never had the chance to fight him, so he was 100% new to me. And forgetting that he was an Elder Dragon, I mean, the game did tell me 35 minutes to things that hunt, or rather slay, or repel it. But I totally forgot all of that, and like an idiot, I put down a trap somewhere at the end, and I was like, I'm a freaking idiot. It's an Elder Dragon. You can't trap Elder Dragons. Anyway, I'm gonna let you know right off the jump, I die like that. Okay, I come in here, he shows me what for. He throws out like 3 moves. I get hit with 2 of them, and I'm dead. And I was like, okay. He hits like a motherfucking Mack truck. Time to adjust. You know what I mean? He has the element of, it's not even slime anymore, you know what I mean? Because so many other monsters have it now. They've changed it. For the most part, it's not even a slime thing. The only monster who still slimes you is Brachiodos, because of his, his slime. Everyone else, they kind of have like this powder. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way I can say it. It's like a powder. I mean, when I show you my, actually right there, you see that stuff right there? It's like some powder floating through the sky. If you make contact with it, you get hit with the blight. It's the same exact thing. I think they're calling it like blast now, but whatever. Anyway, his use of it is actually pretty damn good. I mean, just like you see there, that's actually an attack that he will do. He will even though you're attacking it, he will just sit there, disperse these particles, these air particles, and I mean, like just like that, he's doing it right there. And then he'll like bite or something like that. I mean, I guess it strikes like fire, and then boom, everything around him, or everything where there was the particles will combust and go kaplooey. But I digress. You might get hit with it a couple of times, nothing you can't really see coming. Also, mounting this monster, as you can see, is actually a really easy affair. And if you do it right, you get to fly, so it's actually pretty fun to do. He isn't the hardest monster in the game, by no means. He's definitely like the easiest Elder Dragon in the game, I could probably say. Because once you get used to fighting him, it's pretty, easy to do, There's only like 2 things you have to watch out for. I'm let you know right off the jump. The first thing you have to watch out for, the real things there's a lot of stuff you have to watch out for, honestly, but the things that's gonna be like, whoa, you know what I mean, the stuff you really have to watch out for is his fire breath, okay? He's one of the few monsters in Monster Hunter who actually has a flame breath, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying this is how I die, because my god, he has that shit. Wait. Yeah, okay, I died because when you know the monster has a thing like that, don't dive. Because you're going to be so vulnerable when getting back up when he goes to run again. You want to roll. Do your best to roll either like at a very weird angle, so you like dodge the hitbox barely, as opposed to rolling straight out the way, because a lot of times straight out the way still get you caught up. But regardless, I take that max potion, take me whatever the hell else I take, and then I run back in there, I whip his ass. Trust me, it's a good fight. But like I was saying before, he's one of the few monsters in Monster Hunter who actually have a fire breath, a flame breath. He doesn't shoot fireballs, and he doesn't have like a fire laser beam, much like the Gravios or the Ignactor. Fireballs, much like the Yongaruga, Raytheon, Rathalos, monsters like that. He actually has a flame breath. Much like how Devil Joe has that dragon breath. Think of that, but this time with fire. Now, one thing though, it doesn't have the same wide arc. Like, it doesn't go from like 1 point all the way to the other side, not a full 180 degrees, maybe about 100 or so degrees, and he'll wave it twice. He'll be like, you know what I mean? And wow, did I seriously was like, he'll be like, and then oh my god, I don't know. I'm getting so used to talking to people in person. Talk to the microphone, talk to myself is kind of weird now. But I make it sound as if I don't talk to people in person all the time, every day. Because I do. I don't know. I think it's been more than 2 days since I made a commentary, and I'm getting so used to not talking to myself. That's probably it. So yeah, he has the flame breath, and he has what I'm dubbing the supernova. I mean, it just makes sense to call it. It's probably just called the damn supernova. Where I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me word for word on this, but he only does it when he's enraged, and he's been enraged for like an X amount of time. Look, that's the fire breath. You can't see, but he's doing it. He will jump in the air pretty quickly, and then just like boom, huge ball of an explosion. You know what I mean? Just massive. I think it happens like maybe once or twice in this fight. Don't get caught with it. It hurts. It definitely hurts. It absolutely, without a doubt, hurts. So don't get caught with it. I was yawning, by the way. Tips. Well, I told you everything that he has, everything you have to worry about. That move actually right there, you have to kind of worry about it too a little bit. The one I told you about where he'll sit there and he'll like shoot out the particles, and then he'll like bite, and then it'll all explode. Kind of watch out for it. One thing I noticed though, he doesn't do it extremely close to his body, so you're free to that's it right there. Actually, I think. No, he just flew away. Okay, I thought that was the supernova. And so, oh snap, him get hit. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he doesn't do it too close to his body, so you can actually be right on him, and you'll be okay for the most part. Shoot, what else we got on this guy? What else? I can't think of anything else. Any other tips? Go in here with Thunder or Dragon, I believe. I mean, that's when fighting an Elder Dragon. Okay, guys, just Dragon. If you have Dragon, go in there with Dragon. I didn't go in here with Dragon because I don't think I had the Stygian Ogre Greatsword at the time, which was the weapon that I really want to use when fighting this guy, because, well, not this guy, but when fighting Elder Dragons, due to its ease to make. I know that Shiguru Magala, oh my god, I call it Shiguru Magala, Shaggy Maggie, even though Maggie has its own really dope dragon weapons, I think I don't like fighting it because of the demo. You know what I mean? I don't like fighting Tetsukaba no more because of the demo. Great Jaggy, I mean, there's no liking or not liking him. I mean, that's always been a 2-minute fight. I mean, it's a no effort 2-minute fight for free. That's a thing. But fighting Maggie, I don't like it. I just don't like doing it anymore. I was gonna make all of its weapons, but I was like, fuck, I hate this damn monster. I mean, I looked around and I was like, wait, we still got Stygian weapons? They're slightly less useful than the Maggie weapons. So I was like, man, forget it. I'll just run those. And that's what I've been doing. I'm running Zenogre Lance, Zenogre Gun Lance, and I also have a Zenogre Greatsword. So, yeah, forget Royal Magala when it comes to the dragon stuff. I'll either get lucky in the the guild quest and hope that I get a really nice, dragon something, or just, Stygian until the Fatalis is coming up. Yeah, that's some good dragon right there. Not good on the sharpness though. I totally missed that. I'm a freaking idiot. I try to compensate. I did. I messed that up. I messed that up bad. Anyway, damn. Now we talked about everything I wanted to talk about in terms of like tips, whatever. So we got how much long we got? We got like 12 minutes. Wait, that's not 12 minutes. We got like 15 minutes. How long has this content been going? Been going since holy crap, we got like about 18 minutes left. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to gauge this. I'm not gauging it too well. But we got about we got a little time. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the miscellaneous things that we like to talk about in these commentaries that tend to drag on a lot longer than they should. For the most part, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about weapons, okay? We're going to talk about weapons because I've been overlooking a lot of weapons recently to figure out which is the best in its respective categories. Because a lot of weapons in this game, I I think I made a commentary about this before, are completely obsolete to like others, you know what I mean? And some can be used as backups, or whereas some is just like not even there. I mean, that's always been a thing of Monster, and I'm just noticing a lot more in this one because there's a lot more weapons this time around, and there's a bigger, clear indication to whether if this is going to be the weapon used or this one's not. Like for instance, the Tetsukabra. Nothing the Tetsukabra has is worth a damn. I wouldn't make anything regarding the Tetsukabra for any reason at all. Not to be cute, not to be useful, not for nothing. I mean, he has the worst weapons in the game. I wouldn't even dream of that shit ever. If I wanted to take a weapon, a greatsword, for instance, let's go with his greatsword. If I want to take a greatsword and then have it awaken to fire and then have it be good, I would just use the Urigan stuff because it's just better, higher attack, and then even goes white. You know what I mean? And didn't have no affinity loss. But I digress. I mean, we're still gonna talk about that, but let's move over to some of the other monsters I've yet to fight and how much closer before I get to G rank. Okay, so some of the monsters I've yet to fight. I have yet to fight Fatalis, so we'll have to fight him in a little bit because he's definitely important. I'm pretty sure you can do him offline, but I have to go through the remainder of these caravan quests. But right now I'm too busy trying to scoop up the armor from whose armor is this I'm working on? Molten Tigrex, that's right. I'm trying to make Molten Tigrex armor. I have everything I need. I just need to fight the Cusador again. There's that fire breath I was talking about. I have to fight Cusador again and hopefully get one of his gems. That's all I think I really need left to make one of his armor sets. I think it's the arms I need that for. And once I do that, I don't think there's any other monster I have to fight per se. It should be like a not newer monster in a way. It should be like a direct path to Fatalis, and if not, there's some other monsters they have to fight as well, like the Desert Celtis or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that's like a G rank monster or something like that. Hopefully it is, because when it comes to this high rank stuff, high rank has been a very, very, very long road for you boys. So hopefully we just get some of these monsters knocked out. But I think Fatalis is the only Elder Dragon I've yet to make armor for. I need to make armor for him and the online only Snake Dalama. I do have a video recorded for that. It was from a Twitch broadcast, and I'm thinking I'll give you guys that video because it was pretty cool. It didn't really have me doing much, but you get to see my first reactions to the monster. So that's always the best stuff, when you get to see the first. And I don't know why I thought this monster was sleeping. It's an Elder Dragon. They don't give a damn. I've only been fighting for 10 minutes. Get serious, Stack. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I talked about the armors that I need to make. There's still a couple more monsters out there I need to actually fight to make their armors. But let's move over to what I was saying before. Let's talk about some weapons. Now, a lot of stuff that's been actually getting on my nerves in this game, not really getting on my nerves, but just kind of you know, not even a real problem, just kind of a thing, you know what I mean, is some of the weapons in this game. How some of the weapons are completely obsolete or whatever, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I know the reason why you would pick them up, because it's the thing that you would pick this weapon up as you go, and once you get to the end game, you pick up the end game weapon and roll from there. But there's a couple of weapons in here that I want to point out to you guys that I'm pretty sure you already know very, very well, who are pretty much like the end all be all weapon. Like, everyone's gonna get this thing, and I want to kind of give you know my opinions on that. Now, I have the list up here right now, the weapon list. We're at greatswords right now, because I like greatswords. Greatswords are fun. Next to my lances, I'll pick up a nice greatsword. And I'm looking at the dragon stuff, and I noticed that since Gormagala came out, I called it Gormagala. That's because I'm reading the thing that says Gormagala wing on it right here. But ever since Maggie came out, and Maggie has some weapons, they've been really good because they've been pretty decent on the element. And the thing that's made them a very, very big contender is this amazing amount of affinity that they are given. I mean, with the greatsword maxed out, its affinity is at plus 65, and if you have, I think, Critical Eye God, you're at 95% affinity, which means you're practically getting a critical hit every single time you swing that bad boy. So that's cool. I mean, that's a lot of damage, but I hate fighting this monster, so I don't know if I would actually use this weapon all the way through. But definitely, I can see people like maybe in gaming with this weapon right here. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm not really gonna be using it due in part that I don't like fighting the monster all that much, I kind of see myself going for the Stygian Zynogar. And I look back at it, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be using Stygian Zynogar for all my dragon stuff, because the only other option, not necessarily only, you do have Fatalis. Fatalis is a really good dragon as well. But the quickest option, and a damn good option at that, would be Maggie weapons. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna go through the same path as that. I might, like I said, go and just use Stygian Zynogar. Excuse me, let me adjust myself here. Not like that, but like adjust my seating, you know, because the way I'm sitting is kind of weird. But I might just go with a Stygian Zynogar, and I might even give Devil Joe stuff a try. I literally have not given Devil Joe weapons a try since Monster Hunter tried. Doing part that, you know, those like Stygian Zynogar practically came out. Honestly, and the fact that they made it to where all those weapons had to be awoken, I was like, damn, man. I mean, he was already kind of, he was already a little low in terms of the element. He was high on the attack, but real low on the element, and now you're making me having to awake it. What makes me think I'm even gonna pull out the weapon at all? So I don't know. With the great sword, you don't have to awaken it. It's 1392 attack, 200 dragon. I mean, I can deal with that. Get sharp +1 on it, get some purple in there, you're good. Where's Fatalis at though? Right. Actually, this Chaos. I think this is Fatalis. Yeah, Fatalis is actually looking real good. I believe it's Fatalis. Black Fatalis Blade. 1488, 430 Dragon. I mean, this is pretty fucking damn great. Actually, that's pretty fucking. See, this is it right here. You think you're good with all those other weapons until you get to this one. This one is pretty much it, bro. Yeah, pretty much it. 1488 attack, 430 Dragon. No one else has those numbers. I mean, it's curtains after that, but I digress. I mean, like, some of the weapons are just like so good that you don't even want to use anything else, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that you look at it and it's like, why is it so much better than everything else? I don't know. I think it's, like I said, because there's a lot of monsters out there right now, a lot of them, and again, you only use certain weapons building up to this stuff. I mean, I totally understand it. You would use a weapon like I mentioned before, the Tetsukabra's weapons are complete butt cheeks. You would use a Tetsukabra weapon up until you found yourself a better weapon. You know what I mean? Because it was probably one of the best at the time. Totally understand that. But I'm just wondering, like, what are the weapons everyone's gonna end up with? And as I look at this chart, I'm thinking this chart of all these weapons is literally the best weapon on here is number 2. I say it's number 2 because we all know, due to the inclusion of the Everwoods, the guild quest, the going out there and finding like weapons that are normally like this but are now like that because of random reasonings. I mean, I saw this guy with the Rathlow's hammer maxed out. Well, it was intended to be maxed out, I'm sure. The name was the maxed out variant of the Rathlow's hammer, but it did paralysis as opposed to fire. So you know how that stuff is. The relic weapons. Relic weapons are going to be it. I mean, I saw this other guy with the Flash. I think that's the name of a great sword. It looked like it was like Silver Rathalos, but it was like 1800 attack and like 400 like water. I was like, my god. You know, stuff like that. Those weapons are going to be literally it. This chart looks nice, but once you get G rank and you know when your balls hang real low, and when you go to see those other weapons, that's where it's gonna end up at. You're really gonna just get a weapon from like every type. No, you don't care what it is. I mean, it doesn't matter what the name of it is. All that matters is the numbers, because the names are gonna be whatever the hell, and then the numbers are gonna be exactly what you really wanted. So all this talk about these weapons, about like in the chart working hard to get this stuff, they're all gonna be backdoor to these relic weapons, and honestly, I'm okay with that, because hell, I think that, you know, once you get the G rank and once you start flexing your muscles real big, you know, once you get the relic armor and the relic weapons and things like that, and you have to fight these level 140 apex monsters in Everwood, you're gonna need some serious firepower and some serious defense. So I'm totally cool with that. I'm actually glad they kind of put that mechanic in the game, you know. But it, like, for me right now, since I'm taking the long way through, because I'm still high rank, if I was not making YouTube videos, guys, I know with all my heart, I'd be like HR 145, I'm only HR like 85, 84, I believe. And I would be out there getting, you know, Everwood type weapons and relic weapons, guild quest weapons, all those names for this. Look, the supernova. Hey, the supernova, the nova. But that was a move I was telling you guys about, where he jumps in the air and goes boom. I don't like it. I said before, I don't know the time in which it happens. Someone told me it was based on the amount of time he was around, but I'm not 100% on that. But I was saying, yeah, with the weapons, that I'm cool with the weapons being that way, because it allows you to see weapons outside their element, literally. And with these, with the inclusion of like these way harder monsters due to the guild quest, you couldn't tackle them with these weapons alone, honestly. So I'm actually okay with it. In normal circumstance, if we didn't have the level 140 Apex monsters and things like that, if that was not a thing, I wouldn't be okay with it, because then at this time everyone would be 100% overpowered. You can literally solo pretty much any monster in the game, and I'm pretty sure people are doing that with these new Fandango-ly overpowered ass weapons. And again, like I said, that's not necessarily something that I'm too mad at, because soloing monsters in Monster Hunter, that was always a challenge. By no means am I like, yo, take the challenge out of the game. But I'm just thinking that for people who wanted to solo monsters but they're not good enough to solo the monsters, with these new super weapons, I guess you could say, it gives them, you know, it gives them a little shot, it gives them a little bit of confidence, you know, to see these huge numbers and to actually see or feel what they get to actually do to a monster is actually something to behold, and I'm not mad at that at all. Only thing though is that you can see these guys so far. I've seen no people like this who've been short of dicks. I mean, I have my one friend, Halo God. He's the gentleman I was talking about with the hammer, that Rathalos hammer that does paralysis. Besides him, I've seen no one else who was decked out in this strange wear, as I'm gonna call it, who has been courteous to me or any other hunters within the room. They're always thinking that they're Mr. Get Bad and Billy Badass and whatever the hell, thinking this shit don't stink, and every bitch wanna fuck them, because they got all these new Fandango skoo weapons. And I mean, yo, it's cool to have the weapons. I know you probably worked hard for them and everything, but yo, cut us some slack, man. We're not G rank yet. Dudes walk around level 145 with that big ass crown and weapons I've never even seen before and stuff. With the skill sets are like insane. They have like attack extra large, hone blade. Fuck it, you can't have those two together because whatever. But you would have, like, they would have these insane skills. Hone blade, razor sharp, earplugs high, wind resistance, somewhat like weapon handling, something freaking tremor resist. They would have like every skill under the sun and not give a shit, and they walk around like they're the best of the best, and ain't nobody fuck with them. But I digress. We're gonna leave the weapon talk alone. We'll probably pick that up in later conversation. I actually want to go through. Oh shit, we beat him. Well, damn, I actually want to go through the weapon list and kind of go through and give my opinions on what are the best weapons within the list, as opposed to what's the best weapons out in the game, due to the fact that the relics are the best weapons in the game. So I was going to go through the standard weapon list and kind of give my thoughts out to it. If you guys want to see a video like that, let me know, because I can talk about these weapons for a little bit longer. I just decided to only talk about a couple of these great swords for the time being, due in part that, you know, it's just a commentary about the Teostra. But without further ado, that was the end of the fight right there. It was a good fight. I mean, he killed me very early in the match, and I was like, oh hell no, you're not gonna get the best of me, buddy boy. So what I did, I came in here, pulled my pants up real high, jumped on his back, and gave him what for the entire way through. I'm pretty sure this fight would have lasted a little bit longer had I used the upgraded Khezu blade, but I guess at the time I didn't have the money to actually upgrade it, and I kind of just totally forgot about it, because I didn't do anything else special. And then the very next time you see me with this weapon, I'm like, oh crap, I can upgrade it, so I do upgrade it. And I do that to fight the oh my god, what's the damn name of this thing? The Akhenator, whatever the hell. That other Elder Dragon, the really big one, the one that ate Gravios a long time ago. But I digress. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy Dak Down the Way, picking up gems left and right. Holla at your boy. 2 gems. My god, look at it. I'm so lucky. Holla, 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 dollar bill, y'all. Get money. Whatever the hell, I don't know. See y'all next time. It's been your boy.